Alright guys, so we got the new Parallel Paradise event in MLB the Show's Diamond Dynasty, and it came with 2 new diamond cards that we are going to break down. We're going to go over the event, explain if it is worth doing. If you guys enjoy the content, make sure you subscribe to the channel for the most up-to-date news, tips, and info from MLB the Show 22. Alright, let's get into it. Alright guys, so if you go over to events now, the new event is live, and this one will end on April 21st, so you do have quite some time to complete it, and I'm not going to lie, the reward's pretty good. In particular, a new top-end reliever that we're going to discuss in just a little bit. So this event, it does have some new parameters. If you're new to MLB, there is going to be events that have specific cards, just like the last one where you had to use the Nike City Connect jersey player cards. For example, this one is going to be Face of the Franchise series cards, Face of the Franchise Legends and Flashbacks, Live series cards, and then basically everything, 99. There's no overall setting. Difficulty will be on All-Star. It is a 3-inning game. So let's take a look at the rewards as we go through the program here. You will see you get a set 1 headliner at 10 wins. At 20 wins, you will get the new 90 Honus Wagner rookie card, 95 contact against righties, 100 against lefties. Power is very low, obviously, there. And then his fielding, not terrible, but nothing great. And then his speed up at 96, which is awesome. His arm isn't very good for center field or right field, in my opinion, so you can put him at left, or you can play him at second base, as second base has been kind of a hole early on this year in terms of the cards that are available. Right now, he's going for like 15,000 subs in the marketplace. He's not going to go for very much, and honestly, there's a lot of rookie cards that will be used for whatever the next player collection is, so not really a card that you need to go out and get, in my opinion, but you do get him for free at 20 wins. After that, at 23 wins, you will get the headliner set 2 with Wagner. I've actually used Bobby Wagner's card. Not terrible, but nothing crazy to go out and grab. Not a must-have, but hey, you might pack him, and if you need him for stubs, you need him for stubs. But then what we need to discuss is the 25-win Steve Cishek, the prime card, and this thing is absolutely nuts. It has been pretty rough early on finding relievers that you can trust in MLB Show 22. I've seen it from other top-end players, but there's really only a few cards that I don't mind using in the later stages to close out a win. And one of them, is Devin Williams facing the franchise. Same with Aroldis Chapman and even Class A. But other than that, there isn't a lot of amazing ones that you can throw out there and not have to worry about giving up a few home runs. Steve Cishek, though, is always one of the brutal cards to go up against, and that just because of his delivery. So when you go up against this card, it is going to be tough, and it's going to be annoying and an adjustment. And when you bring in a card, if you're pitching someone who's slower, has a little bit less velocity, and then you bring in someone that throws gas, like for example, I think a really good combo is Devin Williams and Class A, because one's cutter is 84 miles an hour, the other one's 100. So that's a really nice combo. But Steve Cishek, because he throws so weird, if you bring him in after, like, let's say, Aroldis Chapman, for example, it's going to be awfully tough for them to adjust, especially if they've only got 3 outs to play with. So taking a look at his card, he's got 100 hits per 9. That is an awesome hits per 9 stat, obviously. One of the most important, if not the most important, for pitchers, because that will dictate the opponent's PCI size, the inner PCI, the meat of where you're trying to aim. It will make that smaller for your opponent. K per 9 up at 104 would be one of the next ones that are most important, because that will shrink the size of the outer PCI, meaning that it is more difficult to foul off pitches. He's got 84 walks per 9, 96 home runs per 9, and then he's got 111 pitching clutch and 85 on control, 90 on velocity, and 97 on the break. Taking a look at the pitches that he has available to him, we're looking at a sinker at 94, slider at 85, a four-seam fastball at 94, splitter at 87, and a changeup at 85. That's a great pitch mix. He's got pitches that go left and right. He's got a sinker, fastball's not bad, and then he's got that splitter and changeup. When we take a look at the control, that sinker, which is always going to be one of the hardest pitches to hit in MLB, phenomenal control there on the sinker and slider. And then the pitch break as well, the slider at 97, sinker at 95. This is one of, if not the best relievers early on in the game. Right now, his price is going for about 38 to 45,000 stubs. That should come down a little bit because it is still very early in the release, but if you were trying to complete the live series collection, these are the cards that you kind of want to grind out to help with that. 45,000 stubs, even if it falls in around 35 to 45,000, that's going to be a decent card for the collection if you are trying to finish it. So regardless, this is definitely an event that you want to go after to try and complete. When it comes to building your lineup for this event, obviously that's going to depend on your collection and the state of it. The live series collection is going to be very important for this one. So if you've got DeGrom or Ohtani, and even DeGrom this year has been kind of underwhelming with the kind of nerf to outlier, and obviously he doesn't have a sinker. Shohei Ohtani is I always like using him in events because you obviously get his bat, which is a huge upside. Logan Webb, I've actually really liked this card, the face of the franchise Logan Webb card. If you have him, that wouldn't be a bad option. Garrett Cole and Corbin Burns would be other under 90 diamond pitchers that I would go after. Bullpen, Devin Williams. Again, guys, this is my favorite reliever so far. He has been electric for me. 32 innings pitched, under 2 ERA, with 40 strikeouts. And like I said, I've struggled really hard with relievers, finding ones that I can trust. This is just one of the best ones that you can get right now. Going on through the list of my lineup, I've got Jose Ramirez. Jose Ramirez's live series card, guys, might be one of the best bang for the buck cards that you can get. Switch hitter, his power is nuts. He absolutely slams the ball, and his swing is very good. I've almost got him to parallel 5, but one of my favorite cards early on in the game. Face of the franchise, Joey Votto, I just started using. And if you get a hold of a ball, it's a home run, like every time. I'm absolutely loving this card. He's batting .382 for me and 34 at bats, and he's got 6 home runs for me. So just really, really like that card at first. Luis Roberts, face of the franchise. I talked about that in my video. One of the better ones that you can grab from the AL Central. Bryce Harper, much like Joey Votto, some left-handed batters just hit moonshots every time that you get a, again, this is all personal preference. Some people might struggle with Bryce Harper, but I love his card so far as live series. I'll talk about Mike Trout a little bit. Mike Trout has always been one of my favorite cards to get early on because he's so good. Like his hitting is so good, his swing is so good. I've heard some things about a change in his swing for this game. I'm batting under 200 with him and under 167 at bats. I have no idea why I can't hit with him. In MLB 21, I was batting over 300 in like 600 at bats. I have no idea why I'm struggling so much with this Mike Trout, but hey, I just thought I would be honest with you there. I've got Trey Turner as well as Jose Altuve at shortstop. I haven't really found a good shortstop that I've liked, even just in general. Fernando Tatis, again, his card last year, his team affinity card, I really, really liked. Can't hit with him his live series card this year. Bo Bichette, I tried, same kind of situation, but Trey Turner so far has been really good. And again, obviously that's going to depend how many cards you've got, how many collections you've got completed. Javi Baez has been really good for a lot of people I've seen as well. And then at the dish, at catcher, I've got Carson Kelly, who I thought and I just overlooked. Really good hitter for me so far. So especially against left-handed pitchers, obviously, I've really liked his card. And that does round up my lineup. I've got Devers as well as Real Muto, Juan Soto, Buxton, and Haniger on my bench. And these are the guys that I'm running with for this event. So guys, let me know if you're grinding out this event. I think it's 100% worth it for that C-Check, whether you want to use him or you want to sell him. He is going to be an extremely good card, no matter what early on. And like I said, when it comes to relievers, I've tried a ton of them, just haven't liked any of them really outside of Williams, Clase, and Chapman. So I'm excited to try out this new C-Check. Let me know what you think in the comments section down below, guys, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.